Yo, everybody, it's your boy D back with another video. And I know, man, it's been so long, about 3 weeks since I made my last video. And that's just because I've been out in like swamped and like homework and working on my short film, which y'all will get a sneak peek at soon. Anyway, I'm back. So this first video, I wanted to make a movie review about, and honestly, this might be one of my favorite movies. Favorite movies that I've seen in the last few years. You know, this is always gonna be number one, right? This right here. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The movie review for the movie, and one of my favorite movies of all time is The Joker. And listen. Before y'all get all crazy on me, The Joker was an amazing movie. Joaquin Phoenix literally stole the show. And you know what? I never thought ever in my life that I would feel bad for the Joker. And this is not me saying that what he did in the movie was okay or acceptable, but like, see, it's so tricky talking about this stuff. But I just get to later down the video. So basically, the cast consisted of Joaquin Phoenix, who played the Joker, ZZ Beetz, who played his neighbor Sophie down the hall, Robert De Niro, oh boy, who plays a talk show host named Murray Franklin. And then there's Brett Cullen, who plays Thomas Wayne. And this dude, that was insane. Thomas Wayne being in this movie honestly made this movie even more better than it was. But I can tell later. By talking about some the things I loved about it, the things that can be, improved a little bit better, I guess. My major takeaways and just the overall score I give the movie. First, with the positives. Oh my God, Joaquin Phoenix's performance in this movie was incredible. And I don't mean to over exaggerate or nothing like that, but this has been like this is comparable with Heath Ledger's Joker. And it's crazy that they can be compared, but at the same time they can't, because Heath Ledger's Joker is more of a Batman villain. You understand? And Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is more like, you see him become, it's like an origin story of the Joker. And it's crazy because this Joker, this version of Joker is one that you, particularly for the most part of the movie, you feel bad for. Like, you see him get jumped by those kids when he's doing his job, and you're just like, what, why? Like, this is crazy. The way he talks to his psychiatrist, all of that, like, you can tell man's is really going through it. So you just like, bro, I feel bad for him. It's crazy. But you slowly see how like things keep stacking on top of each other. Like, the plot gradually leads up to the ultimate scene that I just think was amazing. So after he gets jumped by the kids, he's given a gun by one of his fellow like co-workers who's also like a clown, right? And he gets like yelled at by his one of his managers about breaking the sign or never returning it, even though they smashed it over his head when they jumped him. But of course he got blamed for it, because you just really see real soon that this is just a series of unfortunate events. That Joker goes, this is one of the funniest yet most awkward scenes in the movie, when Joker goes to the children's hospital to perform for the little kids, and oh my God, a gun falls out and he tells the kids shh, while the adults around him are just like, what, did that just happen? So then, obviously, after that, he's fired, and that just puts the topping on the cake for the bad day he has. So he's on the train with the gun. He has this condition that you also kind of feel bad for him, because you don't know, like, you've never heard of it in like real life, but you feel bad for him for it. Like, he has this condition where he only knows how to laugh. He can be sad and he'll laugh. He can be hurting, but he'll laugh. And then you just like, oh, but it puts him in the worst situations ever. This girl is getting harassed on the train by these three rich guys, right? These three rich guys are harassing this girl, and Joker feels bad, and they're cracking jokes, and he laughs, but not because he thinks they're funny, but because he fears for the girl, and he feels sorry for her. He knows that he's not gonna like outfight these three. So he laughs, the girl walks away, and he's still laughing, And they jump him. They basically jump him and taunt him and just start beating him. So Joker just turns around and, oh my goodness, literally blows a, oh my goodness. I don't want to exaggerate this. He blows his head off. Taco off. Taco gone. Medulla oblongata is on the ground, on the windowsill, and then just kills the other two men, chase the last one down, and literally just kills him. And then after, oh my goodness, that scene right there was crazy. It was just literally like you. It was an example of one of the good scenes in this movie too, because how it built up and everything like led up to another just for this one thing to happen, and then after that it kind of like resets and then rebuilds all over again. So then the next big thing that happened after that, Joaquin Phoenix does this amazing dance sequence in the bathroom after he does all of this while the score is playing. And the score, I don't know who made it. It's amazing, fantastic. It gave me the Dark Knight vibes, but in a lower octave, just because it's the Joker, to show that it's like a crazier, darker, off the hinges type vibe. And I thought that was amazing, literally amazing. One thing that I do know, like another one of my favorite scenes about this movie was, oh my God, it's this one scene towards the end of the movie where Joker is, he finally like laughs or smiles for the first time, like genuinely. And he does this thing where he's like frowning, he has a sad face, and then he grabs his mouth and turns it into a smile, and dude, you got the chills from it because you realize this man is the Joker. That's literally, if the Joker was real, that's what he would be like. God forbid the Joker's real, but that's exactly what he would be like. It's crazy. Also, big kudos to Todd Phillips, the director of this movie. Did an amazing job. The way the movie was structured was good. The whole flashback sequences, not going to go too much into that just because I feel like it's better if you experience that part if you go see this movie in theaters, which I do recommend. So definitely go check this out. Some of the things that I thought could be improved personally, well, I mean, for the most part, I love this movie. I would have liked to know more about, Bruce Wayne, because they do show him in this movie. Bruce Wayne is in this movie. I want to know more about Bruce Wayne and also about like the Wayne family, because Alfred in this movie, Alfred was, I didn't really like Alfred in this movie. He was a jerk, and that's not Alfred when you know him. But Alfred protects Batman and his family, and to see Alfred act the way he was towards the Joker. But then again, this movie could have been in Joker's head, which is get into that eventually. But I don't know. That's up for your interpretation. So maybe the Joker was making it seem like he was this, but I don't know. It's weird because that just threw me off about Alfred. But that, other than that, that was literally the only thing that I thought was like wrong about this movie. Personally, I love this movie, and I think I would give this movie 4.9 out of 5. That's how good it was. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, it wasn't even that good, and it wasn't this, and it wasn't that. But I promise you, this movie was amazing. And one crazy thing about it was too, the ending scene, like the last ending sequence. Some people tried to compare this to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I told them this is not that at all, because that movie's pacing is horrible, and it doesn't even have like a real plot. Like it was, like the performances in the movie were good, but the pacing was off, and it just didn't feel right, or it didn't feel good. This movie was amazing. The pacing was on point. The story was going along well. Things happened in the movie that threw you off, but it pulled you in, and you just want to know more. And now, like, it left you on a note where you want to know even more about the character. And I feel like that's like a key. That's a key part when you're like watching movies. You should want to know more about the characters and want to see where the story continues. And personally, I can say I want to see where Joaquin Phoenix Joker goes. I know Robert Pattinson is going to be the next Batman, but I don't know. I can't see this Joker facing off against a Batman yet. And I'm glad, because this shows that Joker can be a good standalone character. And okay, prior to coming to this movie, I was hearing a lot about people saying this movie it was sparking a lot of controversy because it can spark like ideas of going against people in society or create copycats or stuff like that. And I understand where they're coming from, because this movie does something that you never thought it was going to do, something I never thought it was going to do. This movie makes the Joker, you humanize a psychopath. you humanize him and you sympathize with him, and it's weird, but not even on the level of what he did. Here's what it is. It's kind of more like a Thanos type situation. You feel bad for him. Thanos lost his home world and all the people he loved. Joker was adopted and doesn't even know where he came from. He was abused by his mother and father and just went through a horrible childhood. You feel bad for that, because you feel bad for people, even the good kids who go through that, like, nowadays in reality. So it's just like, you just feel really bad for him. And then you see how his day unfolds, and it's kind of more like, it's like a train wreck. You want to look away, but you can't, because you want to see what's going to happen. And it's just hard. It's hard because you really feel for him, like, wow, how can this day get worse? And then it gets worse. And then you see where it takes him. And he already has, like, mental issues and everything like that. And I didn't get the copycat, like, inspiring the copycat vibes from this movie or trying to make someone do these things. I got more of the, like, okay, this is Todd Phillips and all of these actors and producers. We're trying to warn people about, like, mental health and what can happen. This is more like a situation of what could happen if a certain sequence of events happened and people didn't even, like, try to, like, genuinely help and be there for that person. So, like, mental health is important, and that's a takeaway from this movie. It's a very important thing. It didn't try to inspire copycats whatsoever. It's more like trying to keep people aware that things like this do exist, and the only way that we can fix things like this or even, like, prevent them is just being there for a person and trying to help, get them professional help, even if you can't be there for them, because some people, that's all they need, and they won't, like, be like that, you know? I know I went on a whole side tangent, but overall, this was an amazing movie. I recommend going to see this movie. I definitely, like I said, I gave it a 4.9 out of 5 stars. And you should go see it. Don't go see it alone, though, because this movie, it has a lot of moments that you're going to react to. And personally, I'm with my friends, so many of us had, like, these funny reactions, especially to a couple scenes towards the end and in the middle. So it's like really cool to see everybody's reaction to this movie. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I'm gonna be trying to upload more and more frequently. I know I got busy with my work, but then things change. Everything like usual, Tuesdays and Thursdays as always. So be on the lookout for some of my newest content that'll be coming out on Thursday. Also, I'm gonna try this new thing. I want to make content that people can, like, the content that's true to me, but also that's going to be good for you to watch. You're just not watching the boring repetitive video. So make sure that if you have any suggestions of videos that I should make, or how you want me to make, or just to, like, try things out, reactions, reviews, something like that, put them in the comment section below, because I'm open to anything. I'm just trying to find my craft, and I want to try new things to see which way they go. So anyway, once again, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Your boy D is going to be out on this one. Check it out. Peace.